Hey, what up? Your favorite cousin checking in, Yung Joc of Yung Joc in the Streets, morning takeover. And baby, whew, classes in session with the progress report.
The Progress Report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl Lalaa Shepard. This is a new episode of Skipping Class, man. We got the legend himself, Yung Joc, live at the Progress Report, man. Me coming from Ohio, I definitely came up listening to you. Of course, moved down to Atlanta about 11 years ago, and we randomly always just meet so many times. I think
Right.
the first time we met was on the east side with DJ Funky at some studio, and then of course, last year, salute to our girl Jaleesa from Media Girls Network. We both got a proclamation on the same day.
Yeah.
So this is amazing. So thanks for being here.
Full circle moment.
Full circle moment, man.
Sure.
So let's have some fun. I want this interview to be a conversation and just more so, just about Yung Joc, the person more than anything. So let's get into your upbringing and life before like the world knew you as Yung Joc. Like, how was your childhood and what type of people did you listen to?
There was a lot in that question.
It is.
My childhood was very that much of a I wouldn't say as much as a troubled youth, cause I wasn't just like out here getting in trouble. Like I really was like, I was building shit, blowing shit up, hunting in the woods. I was mischievous. I wasn't a criminal as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of rappers and cats kind of glorify that life. Oh, I was thugging. I was in the streets. I wasn't doing none of that shit as a kid. I really was I was a straight A student. You know what I'm saying? But then I was mischievous because I might set the woods on fire type shit. At one time we set the junkyard on fire. Small woods. I'm sorry. We apologize. It was me and John Boy them. Damn, did I finish on all those? I kind of did, but it's okay. But nah, I was one of them kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to hustle. I wanted to make money, and I ain't have to do the bad shit to do it. You know what I'm saying? I go cut your grass. I take your trash out. I'll walk your dogs. I'll wash your car, clean it out. I'll rearrange whatever in your trunk. I was one of those kids where I just looked for anybody that was dealing with something. Yeah, 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 yeah. You saw that magic? That was magic, right? Nah, so I was that kid, like, I might just look at you and see some shit you got going on and be like, I can help with that. Well, with you? Yep, I can help with that. So I was one of them kids, you know what I'm saying? But I was trouble, back and forth from the west side to the south side. My mom was a west side and my dad was a south sider, you know what I'm saying? And because I kept getting in trouble so much as a kid, in school. I was one of them kids who had his own lunch table, so you know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I was kicking it. Like, they were rocking with me. You know what I mean? And I was always fighting because it's always like somebody just wanted to try me just because I might have been cool, like too cool. It's like, y'all don't even know him. Y'all sitting at his table or y'all already laughing with him. He ain't, and it's always at somebody, and I always had to just, stand on mine. So, yo.
Hell yeah. Okay, so like, who was you listening to back then? Even talking about
As a kid,
yeah,
like, you know what, man, I'm gonna have to tell my age, man. I mean, shit. I remember listening to Beastie Boys. Shit.
Okay.
I remember listening to Run DMC, LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Dawes Effects. You know what I'm saying? Nemesis. EPMD. Goddamn. LL. Ice-T. Shit. Dana Dane. You know what I'm saying? NWA. Luke. Like, I could just name because I was one of them kids. Like, the music was there.
Yeah.
And my dad, he used to have the little, the corner store type shit. We set up on the corner, sell the clothes, the tapes, knock off MCM shits, whatever. So I always was able to get right to the tapes, you know what I mean?
Tell us about becoming a rapper and your first time recording.
Ooh. My first time recording. I don't even really remember. I think my first time recording, I went in the booth and I was trying to do my own delays and echoes. Yeah. They're like, hey, you don't got to do that, brother. We add that.
That's funny.
Oh, okay. I was just ready. I was just happy to go. But I definitely have been doing it for quite some time. Yeah.
Do you remember who was like hot musically around the time that you started rapping though?
You had a lot of New York rappers
Okay.
when I started rapping because I was 10 years old.
Damn. Gotcha. Yeah.
I know, you know,
I got you.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's like 35 years ago.
Yeah.
Um,
What was the South doing specifically? What was Atlanta
the
doing?
South, you know, Atlanta, we was yeeking, man.
Okay.
We had booty music.
Yeah.
We kind of adopted the Miami bass sound. It was so close, you know. Think about it. To come out of Florida, either you gonna touch the bottom of Alabama and Georgia before you could get to anything else. You know what I'm saying? So we were influenced by the booty music sound. Then we kind of got into, I can't even say conscious rap, but I have to say that our music was more conscious because we had the likes of Outkast and Goody Mob and Organized Noise. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Rico Wade. So.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of started like we had real musicians here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had LaFace here. You had Arista. So Def. You know what I'm saying? You had real production companies that were mini powerhouses because you got to think they feed the big labels. They find the talent, they hone the talent, develop the talent, and then they furnish the talent. You know what I'm saying? So having that, the music just started to you could tell that it was like, okay, it was some type of enrichment going on here. And I think, and I always tell people because the HBCU was budding, it was growing, it was starting to really stand up. You know what I'm saying? This conglomerate of HBCUs, and you got people, I always say you got people that was coming in from everywhere, right? So they're bringing a little bit of their influence with them.
True.
And then they taking some of it back. And it's just like a bee. Cross-pollination.
That's real.
They bringing a little bit of what they got, and we sending them back with what we done conjured up together. You feel what I'm saying?
That's real, yeah.
So if you come to Atlanta, you're in a club, just know that club ain't just ATLians.
Facts.
It's the world being there, you know what I'm saying? Even though everybody might look the same,
Yeah.
but you say, hey, what my out-of-towners at the whole club? Ah, you be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that mix always, if you made a room move here, that means you was able to touch the masses. That's why we have so many budding artists who made it to mainstream success, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Okay, now fast forward a little bit. When did you realize that you made it? That you was on?
Look, I know you guys are tuned into the episode, but I need you to like and subscribe to our channel right now. Let's go.
Shit. I think I realized I really had made it when I seen Tom Cruise do my dance. Because even though by the time he was doing the dance, I was getting hella money. It was coming. It was show money and, you know, verses. It was happening real fast, a lot, quick, you know. But when I seen Tom Cruise do that shit, I was like,
Yeah.
nigga, we made it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
For real.
hard.
Yeah, not for real.
That's hard. I want to know which popular song should have gotten a music video that hasn't. Why? I got a couple of records here. We got the Do You Bad, the Patron, and Knock It Out, and Know What It Is. Which one of those records should have got a video, and why hasn't it, or why didn't it?
Honestly, I feel like Knock It Out should have definitely got a video.
100%.
Do You Bad could have got a video. What was the other one's your name?
I said Patron.
Patron should have got a video.
Definitely should have got a video. Then the Know What It Is record with Gucci. I love that song.
Gucci, yeah, man, and it's so crazy. I'll tell you about that story. Those songs, you know, because then at that time, man, we didn't have the XLR cameras or how you said DSL, whatever. I don't, you know what I'm talking about though. Cats wasn't just doing videos for cheap.
True.
Like if you wanted that look, you had to spend some money, cause we were filming, and so it was just like, for me, I just was like, man, shit. They love the song without a video. I ain't got to give them one. But now looking back, you know, hindsight is 2020. You know, retrospect, I really wish I would have given videos to some of those songs. Actually, I'm thinking about going back doing it because it'll only just help with, you know, because people like, damn, I ain't even never know that. Think about if you're a fan of a record and you hear something today, you like, that's my shit. I remember that shit. You think of the memories. Then you looking at a video for it that you never saw. You're going to be like, what? Hold on. It's going to pique your interest. You're going to talk to your people that you know who, you know, may have a liking or interest in the same music, trust in music. And they say, you know, it creates a whole little movement right quick. And then you got now this song entering the charts again type shit. Because now people are streaming it and they're like, damn, you know. So I might go back and shoot some videos. Why not? For the hell of it.
Juvenile did
Juby, I was just about to say, Juby just did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'll be hard.
Yeah.
Think it'll be, you know, left field too. I don't think nobody will see that coming. That'll be hard.
Yeah, until they see this.
Till they see this.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you now. What song are you most tired of performing and why?
I don't have a song I'm tired of performing. Cause if I don't want to perform, I'm just not gonna perform it. To be honest with you, I'm very grateful to have been able to sustain this long, to have such a fruitful career. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Because you know when you're making your music, you don't know that this is music. Music could be timeless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you don't know it could be, but you don't really know if it is. You don't know if you're producing timeless music unless you just know in your heart of hearts. You just got that soul where you like, man, you hear this shit? This shit gonna be around for ages. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really know type shit. Like, I'm pretty sure Lauryn Hill, when they was making some of their music, the Fools just was making, strumming my pain with it. Like, when they was listening to that, they had to be like, yeah, this gonna be around for me. You know, some shit. Cause believe it or not, when I did It's Going Down, I didn't know. I didn't know what would happen. And it's interesting because today I just looked up and somebody said, hey man, you know what's crazy? Your songs should be going viral. You're not even trying to do it, just be happening. Like, well, yeah, I mean, I know this, but I'm like, what made you say that? He's like, man, I was just thinking about it. The dude who was arguing with his girlfriend about who came up, who did the dance, you a Soulja Boy, the white girl, right before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because Kelsey and Travis Kelsey.
Yeah. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, because they was doing it. So then they was arguing about who came up with it. So that one went crazy viral, right? Then there was another one where it's this little man. He's like in possibly Mexico somewhere. And he's the bartender. And he's doing the hoop. And he poured a drink. You saw that one? And then the most recent was the one with the little baby. When they say, Coco Melon could never. Don't leave. They're like, don't leave. I told, you know, this is why you don't leave your kid home with the dad.
Yeah.
Then they show my video. Then they go to the baby. And the baby just sitting there like,
That's crazy. That's hard.
you know, and so, and you don't know that these type of things are gonna happen. You don't know. You know, it's not even. It's already out your. Once it's done, it's done. The universe takes over and organically things happen. But you talking about a song I released 19 years ago.
Yeah.
And here I am, whole new audience, kids that know how to do the dance. I'm like, wow. But that's what timeless music looks like
100%.
because it's something, it feels good. It don't just sound good, it has to feel good. You know what I'm saying? When you're able to transfer the emotion of the music, then it just pierces through generations. It just keeps going because the feeling of goodness, it'll never get old.
100%.
Never get old.
I was definitely gonna ask if any songs went viral on TikTok, so.
Yeah. You know what it is, girl. That song with me and
The
Gucci,
song,
like
I'm
it's so
telling you,
crazy.
that's a smash.
You know, Gucci would be in the studio, he was writing, he kept writing, and I was like, bro, we ain't gonna never get it done like that. He was like, what you mean? I said, shit, man, write that shit in the booth. He was like, nah, man, I don't want to be in there with no pen and pad. I said, exactly, no pen and pad. He like, what you mean? So we was at Block Studio, I went in, we knocked out like 3 songs, but he was like, boy, how you keep doing all these verses so goddamn fast? You got them in the verses wrote? And I was like, nah, Gucci, I'm going line for line. You know, by the time I sit down and write it, then try to go back and rehearse it, I could do it here. Now, it's probably a take or two you done right there with your pad. That was that was it. And you'll never recreate it by the time you get to the booth. But if you was in the booth and caught it, you got it. They was like, okay. So we did that. We knocked out about 5 songs and blocks. So they like, bro, we need to still go to Patchwork. Went to Patchwork, did about another 4 or 5 records, and about 3 or 4 records. And you know what it is? That was the first one we did, and I was like, "Well, this shit here jam right here." So,
Banger. Have y'all spoken at all recently?
with me and Gucci?
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's crazy.
Gotcha.
You know, it's like sometimes out of sight, out of mind. You know, if people not working like directly in your lane,
Yeah.
your pathway,
Yeah,
you know, if you ain't really just like, hey man, I miss you.
for sure.
It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Respect. Now, what's your opinion on streaming? Do you think that money was better for artists before or just after?
You know, it's really interesting because, you know, you can't even go in and buy a physical copy of music. Excuse me. You can't even really go nowhere and buy physical copies of music anymore. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And it's just to the point where when you start talking to streaming platforms, you got to get so many streams to generate a penny or a dollar. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And I just don't know. I don't know how long, if it's been around long enough to fully say this is the greatest thing ever. Because my question is, what's going to be next?
Right.
Because I mean, of course, I would think streaming's. I mean, like, how do you get past streaming at this point? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, this may be like a plateau for some time, but
Feel that.
I do realize that it was easier to do certain types of deals at once upon a time, but now with the streaming, people are able to account better as far as proof of listenership or proof of audience. But that still doesn't. That still don't turn out to be like 100% because you got these people that got these streaming goddamn
Facts.
streaming factories. You got
Literally.
3,000 phones hooked up and that shit playing songs over and over and over, creating fake streams, and so
Yeah.
people is getting deals like that, huh? Yeah, bots, yeah, and all that shit. So it's like a whole nother world. It's like, oh shit, all right, it's cool right now because it's what it is.
Right.
But we don't know what's really gonna come up. Like the one dude, he just got what? He looking at 30 years or some shit. He got like he made like 10 million off fake streams.
Yeah.
Like
Shit crazy.
real crazy. And guess how he did that shit? Actually, allegedly, he created a bunch of AI songs. So him creating these AI songs, he didn't have to pay royalties on the lyrics or the music. So he's getting 100% of these songs, and then he's got these streaming warehouses where it's just playing the shit that he done created over and over and over again. So if you just imagine if you got 1,000 songs, and that shit is just turning for you daily,
crazy.
and you getting 100% of each song.
Man.
This world, it's wild out here right now.
It is. Now, with you being from Atlanta, man, what's your thoughts on the Atlanta music scene now?
My thoughts on it. I mean, shit. I feel like we still doing what we do. You may not have as many at one time that are out just flooding the airwaves at this moment, and I think that's because so many people, as I spoke earlier, have come here and kind of seen the sauce. Because you don't see the cheat sheet is being able to go into our clusters of people, our congregations, whether it be the strip club, whether it be a birthday party, whether it be a festival, whether it be a concert, you can see what moves the crowd. And the crowd is already telling you, we're not from here. Yeah. Everybody's not from here. But it's a mix. It's a congregation, right? And so I think people come here, you got a lot of people that live here now.
For sure.
And so what happens is, it's more artists, even though their influence may be coming right out of here, or this may be they launch pad, springboard, stepping stone, what have you, and they like shit, they sliding in, but you know they're not from Atlanta. Might be a Detroit artist, a Memphis artist, a West Coast artist, a New York artist, a Miami artist. You know what I'm saying? wherever they from, because it be feeling safer here. Just, you know, you may get a better quality of life here.
Absolutely.
It's popping. We have the busiest airport in the world, which means anybody can get here to us or get
Literally.
out of here. You know, again, I spoke of the conglomerates of the HBCU. So you got minds that are like thriving minds
Yeah.
that are seeking higher education, that are here, and you're churning out real producers. And I'm not talking about music producers. I'm just talking about society. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So
I love Atlanta.
I do too, baby girl. That's
Okay.
crazy.
I love Atlanta.
I'm so glad you said that.
Damn right. I do.
Yeah, you might make me turn up one night.
Okay, yes.
Oh,
Now, we gotta, salute to Rich Homie Quan, rest in peace.
yeah, man.
2 questions in one, man. Did y'all have a relationship? One, and talk about the importance of giving artists their flowers while they here.
Here's something interesting. Quan got on after I did, right? But he was a takeoff artist. It was like when I took off, I was gone.
Facts.
I'm from Atlanta, but when I got on, I wasn't home like that.
Yeah.
I was home 2 days out of the week. I'm on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Quan. Me and Quan had the same banker. That's interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was always just love, man. You know, we didn't have like a really in-depth relationship or anything like that, but it was always respect. The respect was always reciprocated, and always a certain level of enthusiasm when our paths crossed. So it was always up. There's never been a moment like, what's happening, homie?
Type shit.
Or just like, shit, what's up? But it's always, hey, what's happening? You know. But I am very saddened, by the loss, man, because I just did 2 events with him. I did this thing in Florida with him and this thing in Columbus. And the thing in Columbus, Georgia, was like, you want to come on stage? I was like, nah, I'm gonna go right down the sideline. I want to watch bro in front of this concert crowd.
Right.
And I just want to see how this gonna go, because I'm like, I don't really know how many hits Quan got, right? Man, I sat down on that side. And I was sitting here like, I can't wait for him to do Lifestyle, right? I can't wait for him to do Lifestyle. Man, it seemed like Lifestyle never came because so many more hits kept coming. I was like, damn, I forgot about that. Not that I forgot about it. It's just he got so much good music,
Literally.
And it was crazy because I sat and my producer, my morning show, he DJ'd the concert. He was like, he came over, he said, I said, that boy Quan got some goddamn hits, don't he? He like, man, do he? And we laughed about it. I was like, that's how you leave a legacy.
Hell yeah.
So to get that news the other day was very tragic, but I don't see it the same no more, man. I don't let nothing surprise me no more, because we're not around here like, I know bro gonna die soon. We're not around here like that. We just living. We trying to make sure we don't die soon. And you look up one day and they get called to the altar, and you like, damn. You just be shocked. You like, you don't know what to say. You got questions, no answers. People feeding you answers that ain't really answers. Your mind, you coming up with your own shit. So, you gotta be very thankful for the time you got when you here.
100%. Okay, so my second part of that, talk about the importance of giving artists their flowers while they here, and do you get your flowers, do you feel?
You know what, man? It is important to give artists their flowers, but to be honest with you, man, it is pleasing and fulfilling when people can verbally tell you that you did something great, or you legend, or you him, or you her, whoever you are, But I don't really get caught up in the flowers, because I be looking at the bouquets that you get at the bank. And if your money's still coming in, I feel like people are still giving you your flowers.
100%.
I mean, it's a different, because you could have money and be depressed, and it takes somebody to come tell you and lift you up with words. You know what I'm saying? And you could be lifted up with words and don't have no money.
Yeah.
And that money will come make it even a little better. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all about the money, but I will say, when you still getting money for doing what you do, that in a sense, that is you still getting your flowers, baby.
I love
feel me?
it.
Nah, for real. Think about it. Shit.
Nah, I did.
Now, if you around here, ain't nobody got down looking your way, and you ain't getting no paper, no scratch. You ain't getting no money on. You gonna have to figure it out.
It's real shit now.
And that's when the real gangster's supposed to kick in. The real boss supposed to kick in. Because now you done been on top of the world. You've had diamonds and pearls, you know what I'm saying, swine and girls, or whatever the shit drives you. You done had all this shit.
Swine and girls.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Come on, you getting the bacon, baby, you know what I'm talking about? So you look up one day and that shit comes to a halt. And then when it comes to a halt, now you niggas kind of go into hiding. Because one, you can't afford to keep up the look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah. You can't, let's think about this. A nigga got a hit record out right now. He getting deposits coming in, hand over fist. He getting feature money. The money just be coming so fast. Hey, man, we got 15 deposits today. 15 deposits. And then let's say it's a cat. He getting got now 60 a show. You just got 30,000 in time, 15 in one day. When you sitting around here hoping for a deposit to come, and you ain't seen a deposit in months.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to really hustle and get no money, you trying to figure this shit out. You can't do what that artist can do. Your jewelry don't look the same. Your clothes don't look the same. Your ride don't look the same. You don't look the same. Your attitude different. You trying to get small a little bit because you don't look like you're doing too much. I see artists go through that all the time, man.
It's real shit.
I do. I see it. I be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You be somewhere, you be like, damn, I forgot about him. Then you see that artist, they just look like, shit, I just came to see what y'all were doing. And I'm not being funny. I ain't making fun of nobody.
Real.
I'm just letting it be known that, yo, niggas be going through it out here.
Absolutely. Do you feel like the new generation of rappers respect the people that came before them?
It just depends in what regard. You
True.
know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. If you see me,
Yeah.
right, and I'm a rapper before you, a generation before you, and you pull up on me, and when you walk in, I'm VIP status, I'm pulling up $500,000 car too, my jewelry game on flat light show too, you know, I'm still having pull, you know, you look up and the who's who is still, yes. But when you don't have any motion going on, man, these young niggas feel like you ain't got it. You don't have the answers. And they looking for answers, even though they feel like they got their own answers, but they try to see the person they was the biggest fan of. Sometimes they was a fan of yours, but now they upset with you even more because damn, how you let yourself go? Man, I was a fan of you. Nigga don't feel bad for you. Nigga be mad at you like, damn, nigga, I used to listen to you. Nigga, I wanted to be like you, and look at you. You turn out to be a J. I'm serious. I've seen it. I've heard niggas say it. I've been around. I ain't new to this shit. But you know, the respect is one of them things. Like you walk in the room, you still just gotta know how to handle these young niggas.
Yeah.
Cause they'll be stiff on you. I done did me like that.
Yeah.
First time I walked up on Hunxho, what's up, my boy? How you doing, man? He like.
That's his energy though, for sure.
But I didn't fucking know that. You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit.
So I'm like, what's up, bro? We the DTL off fashion show and shit. And he get off stage with his shirt off. And I had been listening to some of his music. I was like, this nigga gonna be hype. And he get off stage and like, my boy Hunxho, what's happening? He like, I was like,
that's funny.
I was looking around the room, nigga like, maybe that's him. So then I started noticing him around. That's just his style. He a big, tall nigga.
Big as hell.
He looked down on you like that.
Type shit.
It's like, man, that nigga was looking down on me. Like, nigga, he tall. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know, he's not no chatting ass nigga. So I'm not mad at it. But it be like that sometimes. Then sometimes you see a young cat and they gonna come right to you, bro. Bro, I fuck with you, man. Remember when you said woo woo? Bro, tell me, you know, they be want to know, did you really say this or that? That's when you know it's a fan of them. You know, it just depends. But you can't try to act like you got down having more motion than these young niggas.
True.
They gonna try their best to show you. They will show you.
That's
It would
real
show
shit.
you I just got 30 deposits this morning.
Yeah,
Them niggas come to the club, they shit on there like, nigga,
Literally.
what's up, nigga?
man.
Nigga order 50 bottles, you sitting up with one bottle like that. I think, wow.
That's funny. Now, let me ask you, have you and 42 Doug talked?
Nah, man, you know what's so funny? Because I'm a real fan of rap, so shit, him saying the line, like even he said in the interview, like it was just a bar it came, like fuck it.
Got you.
But I know it probably came from the whole thing of me doing the pull up and go shit where they thought I was doing the Uber.
Yeah.
You know, nigga, then, yeah. Then I'm doing radio. Niggas ain't looking at it like I'm on a morning show. I'm getting money. Nigga doing reality TV. Yeah, niggas just be like, well, you go to reality TV because you fell off. Nigga, who are the Kardashians? Reality TV stars, right? It's a lot of money there. And I'm not saying I'm getting Kardashian money, but
got you.
I'm saying I ain't no goddamn, I ain't no little dog. I'm having nice motion. Here motion. Come here. Oh, stay right here with me,
Tight
motion.
shit.
Tight shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, it's what it is, man.
We're going to get into the conversation of transitioning too, because I do think that's important for a brand's longevity. Like you can't just expect to do one thing. And really with rap, I just kind of see it as a stepping stone. But we're going to get into that. I want to get there in a minute. So, okay, so we recently had Lil Tyler up here. He said he would perform at a Pride event. You saw that NLE Choppa performed at one. Are you still anti not performing, or are you pulling up?
Yo, I know you're looking at this episode and you feeling it right now, but look, stop real quick and make sure y'all like, subscribe to our channel. It's the progress support.
See, here's the thing. I performed at a Pride event. Okay? I performed at Pride events.
Got you.
What I said, I wouldn't feel comfortable in a room of all men.
Okay.
I don't just do, if you really think about some of my songs, Buy You a Drink, Knock It Out, I Know You See It. What I'm saying, I know you see. I'm talking about my print. So it's certain music. So when I'm performing to a certain audience, I don't want to. Let me rephrase. I don't want to say I don't want to. I was stating that I may not feel comfortable singing my type of music to a group full of men. That's all I'm saying. I'm not discrediting you. You're still human. I love everybody. Hey, man, listen. I have gay friends. I have gay associates, whether it be men, male or female. I do. I don't discriminate. Man, what you do, if that'll make you happy.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge. I don't have the power to judge.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I may have my beliefs, my thoughts, but I never judge. I'm gonna be like, bro, you never welcome in my home.
Type shit.
You around here doing that, man. Come on, man. We human. We human.
100%.
So, and I saw NLE Choppa, and I was sitting there and I said, that's big of him. It was. And I was like,
nigga.
and I was like, I ain't singing I just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any, many, miny, mo. How many niggas from the club wanna go? I know you.
Bam, bam. I know
I'm saying, man, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna be singing this.
Then I come on. Then I come on right here. Y'all ready to go up? Yeah, I've been there. Been there, done that. I used to knock that y'all and that shit around that back.
Hey. It's gonna be lit, Joc. It's gonna be lit. One thing about it, that community
The party,
likes to turn up.
they do.
too.
They still human.
They turn the fuck up.
Oh, I ain't never said nothing. But see, this what. Let me tell you something. Oh, I had some people hot at me, and there's still some people who are still.
Of
they,
course.
they may not say they hot with me, but they have. It's like a. I've been around motherfuckers and they be like, But I don't give a fuck. So I might look and smile because I meant no harm. It was never no negative energy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's so many people from that community who came to me and was like, bro, I understood what you were saying.
Right.
I understood what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? I got some females that came to me like, hey, I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel uncomfortable going to an all women party because they be aggressive as fuck.
Nah, for sure.
I feel you, bro. You ain't did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
The
Like,
pad is crazy.
but it be for real. Like, hey man, I saw that video, you know, and it did. And let me tell you what's interesting. As a older male than him, and I want to say a more mature male, but that felt very mature of him.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
And at that moment, that does not mean he's more mature than me.
Yeah.
But in that phase and understanding to that very thing that caused these headlines, because I said I may not feel comfortable doing
100%.
this, he has a better understanding to be able to go in there and do that. And I applaud him for that, and I salute him for that. But see, me, I'm such a silly ass nigga. I can still do it, but that shit gonna turn to a comedy show, nigga.
I feel you.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know what I said. Yeah. Y'all cut that check. Let me tell you, here goes some rules, goddamn. Let's
Type shit.
see how you laugh. They gonna laugh. They gonna be like, yeah, motherfucker looking like.
Sure.
And then somebody gonna be like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because so many people was like, damn, bro, them folk gonna counsel you. I said, man, I didn't say anything that I felt was wrong. I didn't say anything. I didn't belittle nobody. What made them mad is when I said, I don't want to be on stage and someone is sitting there with lustful eyes.
Lustful eyes is crazy word. But that's real shit. I get it. You comfortable with you comfortable and you're not what you're not. Period.
Generational.
What do you mean?
Like, did you come from a different generation and NLE Choppa come from a different
Yeah, nah, it is. And that's what that's what I want to express. That's just like right now, you as a kid, I don't know how old you are, but I know you wasn't no iPad when you was a baby. The iPhone wasn't around. Okay, so the toys we had, you had the little octagonal ball with the shapes, and you slide the shapes in that motherfucker. We had an Alfie, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You had the pickle people. You had the little eye thing where you think you're looking in 3D and shit. You know, we had certain shit, right? These kids right now, they come out with technology. Right now, baby can create a TikTok and make money before you even making money type shit. So it's different. Now, kids are born right in. I give you a perfect example. The polishing of the fingernails. I'm not with that shit at all as a man. I'm not like, but then you somebody say, bro, it's just like, it's really just like, it's just some color on your nail. It ain't, you know, somebody try to break it down today, like, bro, it's just color on your nails, right? But I'm like, nah, I just don't want no color on my nail, man.
But one guy just got the endorsement though. The best.
I don't give a damn about no endorsement. What do you mean?
He got an endorsement from a nails brand. I mean, I think that's breaking barriers.
Hello,
He plays for the 76ers.
And guess what?
A basketball player.
I'm not having my son wearing no
you.
fingernail polish, dog.
I dig it.
It took me to become an adult to even get a manicure with the J off, man.
That shit look good. Ladies love a clean
I
nail.
know, cause it'd be like, oh, he clean.
Yeah,
okay.
ladies love a clean nail.
He could, you know, all right.
Let's be clear.
But still, I'm sorry. I'm not knocking nobody.
You good.
I've learned. I'm not gonna knock nobody. Look, man, everybody's allowed to be who they choose.
100%.
To be. You know what I'm saying? I pressed my hair out. Niggas was looking at me like.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gucci, the last time I saw Gucci, you're so funny. I came from backstage. He was standing right there with Keisha. Gucci was looking at me, same way Hunxho was like.
Your hair was.
Yeah, that shit was swoopy, dude. That nigga was like, you could tell he was like, boy, what the fuck? But the same way a nigga looking at me for some hair that's just pressed, I done had to look at them same niggas because they high as fuck. And they
That's
just,
real shit now.
I'm like, damn, bro, you that high?
That's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying these people in particular, but I'm saying it be like that. So I don't knock nobody.
For sure.
I enjoy my life. I enjoy my
100%.
lifestyle, my preferences, and I just do what I do. Joc don't bother nobody for real.
Okay, you very unproblematic, man. I want you to talk about this upcoming show with OJ Da Juiceman and y'all blind.
Man, you know what's so crazy?
Be there.
I'm looking forward to it, man. OJ, I feel like OJ was one of them cats that he didn't really get a chance to get get everything that he's supposed to have. I mean, he don't get me wrong. The man was out here doing his thing. OJ was a real trapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But OJ got just a spirit, man, that I love, man. It's so familiar for me. I feel like family. And when he told me he was doing it, I said, bro, put me down.
100%.
He said, put me down. I said, bro, let go. You know what I'm saying? He showed up for me. I done showed up for him. You know what I'm saying? I like when cats allow you to be who you are and they are who they are without trying to, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, I respect you for you and you respect me for me. And me and OJ got that type of, we got that type of rapport with one another, man. We'll see the same thing sometimes. I could be sitting, I might look my head up, I might do like this, and by the time I'm looking right, he looking at me the same one, like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I think it's gonna be a good turnout.
Can't wait. Yeah. Can't wait. Now, who's on your Atlanta Mount Rushmore? You know, that's that conversation of four heads.
I know, man. I can't just put 4 heads up.
I respect that.
Because there's too many people behind the scene that will have to be on that shit too.
That's real.
Because you're going to have your Jermaine Dupri's, your Dallas Austin, your Rico Wade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your LaFace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your L.A. Reid. Like I said, like, it's certain people got to, it can't just be rappers.
Facts.
Because these are cats who help curate these artists, whether it be singers, songwriters, producers, or rappers. So my Mount Rushmore would have to be the pioneers behind these successful artists.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Okay, now we got Super Bowl coming up next year. Who should be performing at the halftime and why?
Whoever the fuck cut the check, whoever they want to perform is who should perform.
That part.
I'm just leaving it. I'm not getting into that argument. And I understood when I first was like, oh, damn, that'd be crazy. But I understand, man. Listen, man. I do know that Wayne is one of the most amazing artists in the world.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be for real, dog.
Of course.
But this organization does not pick their venue based on how hot or how big of artists they have in this venue or in the backyard for this venue. We're not going over and say, hey, yeah, man, we definitely going to have the Super Bowl in New Orleans because you got Wayne, you got Juvie, you got Cash Money, you got No Limit.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for that. They're looking at the infrastructure of a city, of a venue that can hold their event.
Mm-hmm.
And then they will add the backdrop to
True.
it, well, the extra to it. You're the backdrop. Now, Kendrick has definitely made a statement with his most recent battle with Drake. The world has saw it. The world has seen it. He pulled off some amazing shit, right? Now, if you really want to go big, because Kendrick is one of those people, you can tell he got love for the culture.
100%.
Right? He know how to really put a dagger through somebody hard right now. If he wanted to really make fans really fuck with him and support him, all he got to do is bring Wayne out of Super Bowl.
That's simple.
The issue is, what would that do to Wayne and Drake?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's going to be
What would that do to Wayne and Drake? Because Wayne would want this moment so bad. I'm not saying Wayne would sell out Drake, because they just made it seem like Wayne and Drake ain't on. But I don't know. I'm not in these niggas' business. Because you got business where it's paperwork, it's money, and then it's legacy. It's boy, we've been rocking for however long. That's a different kind of business, you know. So I don't know, but I do know that he gonna come with some surprises.
Oh, hell yeah.
Please believe it.
Please believe that.
Please believe it. And you just don't know how things might go.
Right. I think it's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be dope. Hey, listen, man. Everybody's so upset. They are so upset, and I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Man, when them people came here, man, goddamn Maroon 5 in Atlanta.
Type shit. I remember that.
Wasn't no goddamn SOS band. Wasn't no organized noise.
Lit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're like, but when they did LA, they had Dre, Snoop, right?
That was
right?
lit.
But who pays for who's the halftime show by?
You said who's it by?
Who's the halftime show by? Ain't it Apple?
Is it?
Ain't it the
I know they
Apple
broadcast
halftime
on
show?
Apple, but I don't know.
Ain't it? Are
Okay.
you sure? Ain't
know
it?
they broadcast
Isn't it the
some shit.
Apple halftime show?
Could be.
Hmm.
Is it? Okay.
Who got a bigger deal with Apple when it comes to musicians? Dr. Dre. Oh, they sold Beat by Dre to Apple, right?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where the politics come into play.
Nah, that's real shit. Let's
So
be clear.
this is a Dr. Dre who's churned out some really massive
Let's be clear.
names.
Mm.
So, and even Kendrick came from that pond.
Yeah.
Greatness. So, hey.
100%. Okay, now I do want to get into the transitioning from, just doing music to reality TV to acting and eventually radio. And like I asked kind of earlier, like, how important is it to continuously reinvent yourself as a brand?
You know what? I'm going to tell you this, man. Most artists who I see get left behind, they be fighting a new wave. Fighting a new wave. Because it's interesting. Like, older cat, they start doing shit, you start gaining weight. You move different. You can't do the new dances, nigga. You stiff. You can't do the goddamn all the little goddamn, you know what I mean?
Literally.
You getting stiff, you get older, you get, it's just like right now. Like, I remember when niggas started wearing the skinny jeans.
Yeah, me too.
They was like, bro, I ain't wearing no goddamn skinny jeans. I was like, me neither, man. Now these mother don't fit like I thought they were gonna fit, you know what I'm saying? Because even though I was saying I wasn't gonna do it, I noticed that the people are looking at what looks like success now.
Right.
Not what looked like success then. They're looking at now.
Right.
And the only way you could get up to tomorrow, you gotta get to today. You gotta be in line with today to move to tomorrow. You kinda get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard for a nigga to just come out the backfield, old school ass shit, and they just creating a new trend. Nah, you gotta be in the know and understand why is it shifting the way it is. Like now, niggas has done went to crop shirts, big ass,
That's true.
and it looks like niggas is dressing like when I would see how they would portray hip hop through white people. That's how niggas look to me right now.
That's real talk.
It's like the box. It's like Machine Gun Kelly. How niggas is dressing now. Machine Gun Kelly was dressed like that when he first. The nigga had the
That's
bigger,
true.
baggy ass jeans and the
Yeah.
fucking boots and the crop shirts and. So when I see certain shit, I just be like, okay, let me fuck with it a little bit. Let me fuck with it a little bit, not too much, cause I won't put too much dip on my chip. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real.
That's real talk.
I'm for real, dog. That's how I be. Cause it's hard. It's hard to keep up, man.
It is.
It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up. You know? Shit, you got women who done came up under, again, your Mary J. Blige's. You know, you got women who was looking at Lauryn Hill's like, this is a lady. Now they got goddamn Sexyy Red.
Yeah.
And it's somebody who is of your age, like, I ain't, I'm not out here saying I eat no booty. I'm not wearing no gonorrhea lip gloss.
Yeah, that's why
But it's now. That's what's happening now.
That's true.
And you gotta, some people say you don't have to respect anything. You have to respect the success of
100%.
how it happens. At least learn how a person got into this bracket of success. Because it's some vital information, it's pertinent information, it's some moves right there that you could do that you don't have to go this far, but it's just, this is all you missing. You just gotta study the shit. And that's why I study. So I be like, oh, this is what got them popping. All right, let me try this shit. But I'm gonna do it my way.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you gotta be in the know
I hear that. You do. And
to
I
go
agree.
to the next.
I agree.
You gotta be in the know to go to the next. It's gonna be hard to be in the 9th grade and then don't do the 10th and 11th and think you just gonna go to the 12th grade and get no, you gotta go through the due process.
For sure. Okay, talking about acting in your roles, man. Your role in I Got a Story to Tell. That shit was funny as fuck.
Man, appreciate it.
Okay, now what was your first thoughts kind of reading the script and just first reactions watching it?
My first thoughts was the creator. I was one of the creators of the actual for my story.
Oh, dope. Okay.
And we was just talking about we was having a brainstorm session, and I was like, nah, man, I'll tell you what's crazy. I said, bro, y'all ain't never took a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, the whoop pill, the gas station pill, or that. Don't you feel like a whole new nigga? And everybody was like, bruh. I was like, we should do that. I was like, nigga, take the pill and become a whole new nigga.
That
Like,
shit was crazy.
Cause I'm gonna keep it 100. For a man, we could be okay. I give you a perfect example. To us, we could be in the middle of sexual engagement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now mine, we feel like we working like it's supposed to. It's working. It's erect, right? But we realize we ain't got the same level of erection until we get one of them. Oh, you real? Hey, what you do? Ooh. Then you be like, oh yeah, and you feel different. You know. You be like, oh shit. It's another level of confidence. And so that movie embodied that, and it was pretty interesting. Cause as I was shooting the movie, I was laughing to myself. I'm like, I'm really doing this shit, and I got to play. You know, my character. I'm the unattractive, nerd, gamer.
Yeah.
No money, broke nigga, no money. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was
Dusty
hilarious,
ass nigga, just like can't even get none. Nigga drop a pill in my bag and my dumb ass take it. Now I'm turning to a whole new nigga like I'm goddamn Fabio. Nigga. I found myself laughing, but it's a good movie though. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
The whole entire series, I got a story to tell, man. Shouts out to Smoot Films, man.
Absolutely.
And everybody that's a part of that. Cause now we dropping next month.
Yes.
A little feature.
Yes.
And it's called Allure.
Okay, talk about that.
So I don't want to say I get emotional because I do get emotional. And it's okay to be emotional.
Absolutely.
That's a
100%.
God-given thing that we have. But, you know, I used to always just tell my mom and my pops, like, I'm going to be in some movies. You know what I'm saying? So while filming this movie, I already knew that my mom would never be able to see it. You know, I knew that, you know, when we had started talking about it and planning for it, I already knew, like, you know, she probably won't be here. And so when she transitioned, when I was going into this movie, I went into this movie like, I got a point to prove, you know what I'm saying? And my level of maturity, my experience, my level of commitment to the craft of acting and entertaining, I just put a lot into it, man. The team was good. Blue Kimball's in it, Crystal the Doll in it, directed by Dane Pierre, man. It's just, it's one of the movies that I think when people watch it, they're not gonna be looking at Joc. They're gonna be looking at the character that I am, and I really feel like we pulled off one. And I'm just ready because it's really my first true feature. It's because, you know, I got a story to tell with the gas station pill. That was, you know, that was a certain type of thing.
Yeah.
But it was good, right?
It was.
Then after that, I did Love and Murder, Atlanta Playboy, me and Tay Diggs.
Yeah.
And that was good because the way they set me up in that, people thought I killed Tay Diggs in the movie, but that still was a 2-part feature. But I was like way down the list. Like Tay Diggs was number 1. Like I come in the trailer, his goddamn picture.
Hey, I'm fucking weak.
My picture, I'm like 3 minutes later, I'm still looking down there. Well, my shit way down the goddamn line. I'm down there just. I'm like,
that is too funny.
That's me right there. I'm looking at Tay. I'm way the fuck now. I said, man, I gotta get up here. And so we turn right around to my next production. They're like, hey, walk in the trailer, and I'm like, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't a, oh my God, but it's a, okay. So I feel good about it. I think,
Hell
I
yeah.
think, yeah, hell yeah. No, hell yeah, because I think people gonna really enjoy this film. Just
Nice.
what, you know, it's a suspense drama,
Little
love,
thriller joint.
betrayal.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you know, me and my homie, we get shook up on some shit. You know, my homie got to sit down. I do some things I probably shouldn't have done, but fuck it. I did it.
Can't wait to see it.
And people gonna love me and hate me at the same time.
Those be the best roles.
You know, it's crazy. I'm sitting back like, damn, bro, y'all got me doing some wild
Yeah.
shit, man. But I committed to the role, so I can't wait for y'all to see it. Allure is coming October. You'll see it on Tubi.
Okay.
I used to laugh at Tubi shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Tubi the shit.
But I didn't know because I thought it
Tubi
was.
the
See, I
shit.
thought Tubi was like a bunch of bullshit movies. Because you know when you ignorant. Let's just be for real. When you ignorant, that means you lack knowledge.
That's
I wasn't
real talk.
knowledgeable of what this platform truly had to offer. I didn't. And then once I got involved, you know, once they put, I got a story to tell on there. And every time I walk out the door, somebody like, boy, why you crazy? And that move with the pill.
Yeah.
I'm like, gas station pill. Once it didn't, that didn't happen until it hit Tubi.
That's
I was
real.
like, oh shit. So Tubi
I
really.
fuck with Tubi.
I do too. But again,
I get it.
I didn't know. Then once I got on, I was like, man, I'm at home. Shit, it's really TV.
Hey.
Tubi is really regular television. It's regular TV
And it's free for everybody.
with a free little VIP section where you can watch other movies too. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of
Yep.
like that because you're going to get you some commercials, my nigga.
You gonna get some commercials, but my nigga is free. It's fine.
But it's free. You know what I'm saying?
It's worth it. I think what it was for me, I was looking for Degrassi for so fucking long, and they had it on there, and I was just so happy. So after that, I was just
Look at
I'm
you.
Team Tubi.
You found your
did.
thing.
Why you judging me? I'm weak.
I'm not. I'm happy for you.
So let's switch gears real quick. Now, did you watch the debate last night?
I did.
Okay, what was your thoughts?
I was actually on set at Revolt News
Got you.
with Teslin and the young lady Kayla, who's been all over the news with Trump and shit, and a few other people. And it was interesting to watch Trump because this debate, I think that had he been up there with Biden, he would have showed his ass
Oh,
even
100%.
more. But I don't think that he was ready to play with
Can't play with Kamala.
with TT. Kamala was, because see, here's the thing. In a sense, knowing that he'll cross that line, I think that's why a lot of Americans support him, because America has been one of those very synergies that this country has perpetuated. We will cross that motherfucking line. We will handle some shit. We don't care. We will be arrogant. We will be relentless. We will go to war. And I think Trump possesses that very synergy that a lot of Americans feel that the country needs to be the main, one of the main superpowers of the world. And, it's just like hearing him say, I was there and I sent him, I gave him a picture. He said, what's this for? I gave him a picture of his house. And he said, if you kill one American, I'm gonna do this and that. And for 18 months, we had no Americans killed.
Yeah.
And when you hear that, right? So for somebody on the side of patriotism and having kahunas, that's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
But in all actuality, let's keep it a Hunxho. Outside of that, just outside of being a bully, they said I'm feared. Outside of that, I think a lot of the stuff that he talked about, he backpedaled on a lot of
100%.
stuff. I felt like his sense of his conviction ain't the same. Kamala, I think she's standing on some real convictions because there are some real things that are very alarming and concerning. When you start talking about women's rights, reproductive system,
Yeah.
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
somewhere in there it gets really tricky.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of women like, hold on now. You saying I can't do X, Y, Z, blah. It's just a lot of things that she stood on. She called them out on a lot of things.
I agree.
She just seems more detailed. She seems a little more convicted to me in the approach. No, I don't want to say she could just be a great actress.
Then that's what I'm scared about too.
I don't, but I think some of these policies, man, it's not an act.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm ready to see.
I mean, they got to figure out something with this inflation,
man,
cost of groceries. Man, I'm right here in Atlanta. Like I could go right here to the West End, dog. We in the West End.
Yeah.
You go up the street right here. It's some houses over here with $76,000.
Man, I know.
Then you go over there and put that address in. Now that goddamn house $400,000, and it ain't even no upgrade. It's the same $76,000 home, and a lot of people don't understand that coming out of the Trump administration.
Yep.
His last one with COVID. I'm gonna be 100 with you, man. You can't expect no president for real, to have actually come in here and cleaned up our economy and kept us straight. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Think about all the billions that was lost during this shit. The money that was scammed from the PPP loans, just giving out that money. A lot of this money they just printing this shit.
Yep.
Which creates more and more of a deficit because it is what it is. Now I don't want to get too deep in politics, but
Yeah, I got you.
I watched the debate,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna keep it 100. She slid on Trump, man.
She did.
She did. She slid on Trump, but you know it was just crazy when he went to talk about eating the dogs.
Man, that was wild.
But it's a lot of shit.
From Ohio.
Have you heard about any of that? I mean, I've seen some videos, but I don't know how many videos have been created to say that. I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. I'm gonna just say this right here though. Here's the thing. I watched it, and I just feel like it's still shit that we ain't gonna get
Of course.
from either side when it
100%.
comes to their policies. Because I mean, I heard her say something about better policing and safety. That's in her policy. His policy is to give them more immunity. That scared me.
Yeah, that's nuts. Enough said, man.
And I'm gonna keep it 100. Like we were having a debate at Revolt, and everybody went to talking about these immigrants coming in, how they getting these what is it, the food stamp cards for this much money on it. They getting housing and this and that, right? But yet, if you ask either side about reparations, that shit get denounced. They get tossed up and thrown out. But we giving aid, we giving foreign aid on the regular. Although it's not just, but it's more to that foreign aid because
true.
It's chestnut checkers. You know,
100%.
you really not at war. We're not at war, but we're funding someone else's war with other allies.
Exactly.
But that's just like you being at war too.
Yeah.
That's why we got these people like, hey, you help these people, we're gonna do that. You know, that's why this shit is so hostile right now. But
That's real talk.
I watched it.
Okay.
I
I
watched
did too.
it. And I definitely feel like she's a better choice.
100%. Period.
Hey,
Between the two. That's
between
it.
the two, I think she's
That's
a
it.
better choice.
Okay, so just a couple of more questions because I know, it's getting about that time. So with your birthday coming up, talk about your upcoming plans. And then also, too, when it's all said and done, what you want your legacy to be, being Yung Joc.
When it's all said and done, I do believe people will be able to say that I'm a true Renaissance man because I'm striving to be just that. I'm not just, how you look up and you're like, what? How you get what? And then you have to go down a list of things, be like, oh, damn. So for me, I have some other things I want to do. I'm gonna do the news before it's over.
I love that.
I'm gonna be politicking.
Yep.
I gotta drop me some books because I was nationally syndicated morning show.
Yep.
Been on a TV show for goddamn 10 seasons, a whole decade. My morning show has been on air for almost a decade, 8 years. As an artist, I've been on for 2 decades. So now I dropped me some books, and I'm doing movies.
Yep.
Right. So I'm fuck around and give me an award doing some of these movies, right?
Sure.
I get somebody news, or I create my own news thing. I don't know how it's gonna happen.
Let's be clear.
However God wanted it to happen, it's gonna happen. It's gonna align. I promise you. When I'm doing that, by the time I drop a book, I'm gonna be the Renaissance man.
Type shit.
I'm gonna be when they say be all you could be. When we used to be told that, they was always showing us a soldier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Army, be all you could be. I'm like, damn, all I could be is in the army. So I never understood that when I used to hear it, because I aspire to be more than just in the army.
100%.
So I want people to say he was the true definition, or is the true definition of be all you could be.
I love that.
Yeah.
Birthday plans?
Birthday plans. I'm about to go on this wave jam cruise. I'm going to the Bahamas, man.
Okay.
That's going to be lit, man. I can't wait for that. I got friends and family going.
Beautiful.
With other celebrities. It's going to be cool. It's an in and out thing, but hey.
That's hard.
Yeah, man. And I get a chance to be thankful and grateful for another year around the sun.
Damn right.
Man. Whew, I done had a lot of birthdays.
Oh, yeah, that's a blessing, man.
I want to keep having birthdays. Thank you, God.
Hell yeah.
What's happening? Talk to me.
Okay, well, my final question for this particular episode, man, this episode been dope as hell, Joc. Like, I feel like we can go on and on and on.
For sure.
And I hope that from this that you feel like you got your flowers from the progress report at least, because, you know, again, man, we definitely salute everything that you got going on. So, final question for this episode, what does our keyword progress mean to Yung Joc?
Progress. Keyword progress. What does it mean to Yung Joc? To assess your situation, to assess a situation, then to plan your work and work your plan. And that's something my dad taught me as a young kid. Progress is having a starting point. Progress is gauging how you excelled from your starting point. To what magnitude do you grow from your starting point? Progress is seeing one starting point, right? And creating multiple starting points. I think progress is to know I thought I was good. But time has shown me I was wrong because I was better than I initially thought I was to begin with.
Okay.
You know, progress is number growth. And I want to take the time to say thank you to the Progress Report for having a real nigga.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying, man? I appreciate y'all for real, man. This was fun.
Hell yeah.
We should do it often.
We should do it often.
We should have 10 crumpets on the regular.
And I'm going to tell you why we should do it, man, because a lot of people have been saying that the South ain't got no media outlets, and I disagree with that. So I think we should do it more, and I think it starts with y'all, too, as the influencers, making sure y'all
Well, I think what's happening, too, is where we're jumping in and we're taking up some of this room, some of this space. We having a creative approach, and some people are just, you know, it's like a 20 versus 1 challenge. That shit come out of nowhere, right? But it has gained so much traction so fast that you can't count it out.
Yeah.
But it's not informing. It's not informative.
Entertaining, though.
But it is informative.
Yeah, it is.
Because you kind of get to gauge the mindset of what's out here, right? But we still don't know what's scripted, what I, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I will say this. It's going to take more people like myself to be willing to get in front of these lenses and tell the truth.
That's it.
And to be transparent and to be vocal when it's time. You know, niggas like to speak on shit after the smoke clear.
Right.
Sometimes you got to be right there with the smoke. You got to walk away smelling smoky.
Type shit. That's
you can't tell me you a grill master if you don't smell like smoke.
Okay.
When you walk up on me, I know if your food tastes good. We gonna smell you. You feel me?
Let's be clear.
Be clear.
The Progress Report.